Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football?
And this is caught. right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 27 yards there, a first down. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Open man is Duvernay. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is no ordinary run after the catch. This is supersized right here. He's able to look it in, turn upfield, and then it's as simple as looking for the area where the defenders aren't. And then he outruns them all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Wilson to Mims for a New York first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Wilson will throw again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Carter.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Rodgers on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Jones throws on target to Duvernay.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Room here to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
To throw on third down, Jones escaping the pressure right. Jones hit and the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this one is incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again here, Wilson. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mac Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Wilson. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Second down and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll try the right side with Harris. Fights through him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now a throw here to his running back. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes over the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now Jones. And we'll keep an eye. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We'll hold holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He will push his way down to about the 14. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Again, Wilson. Again, he finds more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Wilson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He'll air this one out for Mims. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Jets, 36.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Duvernay, 41 yards. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On first down, Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. To throw is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Open man here, the tight end Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And out of bounds right around the 20. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
64, Jets 36.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson able to connect with Mims. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Going for it, it's Carter. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Lets this one rip toward Graham.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.